Every single build in FIFA 21 Pro Clubs, the best builds for you guys, the highest ratings. Let's get into this video. Send this out to your Pro Clubs teammates right now to improve your results. With the game being so linear, having the best build, and even if it's one or two traits, makes all the difference because it's the little things in this game that will improve your ability. I've been using Surfshark for 6 months. Before they ever contacted me, so it's great to give you guys a sponsor that I actually use. One subscription allows you to take Surfshark on unlimited devices at the same time. PC, Macs, Xbox, PlayStations, Androids or iOS, you can use it everywhere. Have you heard of Netflix? Surfshark allows you to have access to blocked shows only available in different countries. So if you want to watch a US show that's only available there, you log into Surfshark, boom, you can do it. No more geo-blocking. And Surfshark also keeps you safe online as well, which obviously is so important. Get immediate alerts when your accounts or personal information appears to be leaked or hacked. By using my promo code JCC, you'll get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. And on top of that, if you don't like it, there's a full money back guarantee. So you literally have nothing to lose. Try it, the link's in the description, code JCC Surfshark. I've had it on every device for 6 months. Link at the top of the description, download it now, you're going to score at least 16 more goals on Pro Clubs. Let's start with goalkeeper and work our way through the positions. I've used the help of players who play in all of the positions, their links are in the description. If you want to ask them any questions or show them support, please check them out.
Yo, you're right, John. I would play 6'6", £99. My reactions at the top is 88. That never changes, but the thing that changes is your reflexes, diving and kicking, depending on the build, really. So, and obviously the most important one is reflexes. You don't really need kicking. Diving's obviously okay, but the stat doesn't really get affected as much as what builds other people are making. So let me show you what I'm doing. 92 reflexes there, 6'6", £99. I believe is the best one for how I play. I'm quite aggressive. I like to read play, come out of my line really quickly, close people down. If people play like on the line more, don't really come out for balls, then I would say probably go 6'7", £99, but I like to be quite aggressive, so I've gone down a little bit.
For the traits in goalkeeper, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. All the keeper ones, the pace, I mean, you can put on like some touches and some long passing, but really, you're going to have a lot of extra traits to play with in goalkeeper. Shout out to Superfly, his link's in the description. If you want to ask him some tips, hit him up, Twitter or YouTube. Right, so I don't play on the wing. If you watch the streams, you'll know that. If you watch the channel, you'll know that. But 5'8", £119, very similar build setup to the striker Cam. Little bit taller though, this one for the defensive duties. And Lewis says that he doesn't really see too much of a difference in 5'8" to 5'6". Lewis is one of the better wingers. He plays in the best team at the moment in the VPG Premier League side on the wing. So this guy knows what he's talking about. They play a 3-back system. And yeah, this has a good balance of attacking and defensive attributes. So copy the traits, feel free to use them. Of course, you see skill moves and all that. If you want to take them off like any other attacking build, you can. But I'd recommend getting good at the skill moves because, I mean, until recently where they patched step overs, it became very useful. This FIFA, to know how to do step overs, to know how to do a flip flap, I mean, they've been very overpowered. So he hasn't played as many games as me, but that rating would shoot up if he had 500 appearances. Shout out Lewis for giving us his build. You want to hit him up on Twitter, his link's in the description, and you can ask him any questions, same as all the other guys who have helped in this build video.
So it's like, this would be what I would use for what we're playing now. But if everyone's just playing like normal tactics or sitting deep, then you may as well go 5'8", back to how it was.
Okay.
And then build-wise, that is all your physicals. Once again, don't bother with that because you'll always use more of your standing tackle than your slide, so I don't bother.
So Hobnob giving us a breakdown. He plays in centre mid DM for us. He also is going to give us a right back look. His link's in the description. Ask him any questions in the comments or on his Twitter. Drop him a follow.
I think people said about last time, like, oh, you've only got 80 like long pass or something, and using CB is better. And it's like, it can be. Like, you do have better long passes as a CB.
Yeah.
But your dribbling goes down, your mobility goes down. It's FIFA. Like, you need the pace, to be honest. You can read the player as much as you like, but if you're a bus, then like you're not going to catch up to anything. Especially if you're playing against people who are in Div 1 and all they're going to do is wing bash, cross.
Yeah, I get you. Fullback.
Yeah. So if I do...
So that's DM done. Looking at fullback, he plays, again, 90 rated, 5'10", £119, and there's only one trait that differs from DM, I believe, anyway. So we can start off looking at the physical traits. Again, give these a copy, and if you're playing in fullback, it's a pretty linear position, right? I mean, there's not too much you need. You could use the wing build that Lewis used in the earlier part of this video, and obviously, again, here, not having skill moves on, it just depends how you want to play. If you're attacking fullback, maybe you want skill moves, but this is Hobbs set up for playing, and this is probably better, I guess, for 11 man. He's 5'10", so he's a little bit taller, maybe anticipating marking from corners and trying to stop headers for big strikers potentially in low divisions. It could help you in that as well. You got a weak foot of 4-star, that helps a little bit as well, and then of course all the pace, and that really tops off fullback and everything you need. Okay, so centre back, I've used Crudo, who started to play in midfield for us in our record club at the moment. He obviously is much better at defensive work than me, and he plays centre back for the same side that Lewis and Billy play in the VPG Prem. So top level players, some of the best around. He plays 6'2", £119, and let's get into the traits. It's also worth noting, if you played maybe another 100 games to me, that rating would definitely be 90 in centre back easily. Just as we're looking through these traits, a few tips for you guys. Try not to slide tackle too much. It's something that you see defenders doing, rushing out and sliding. You never really want to do it. I mean, making slide tackles are a bit risky. Sometimes you can do it, of course, but if you're trying to take the game serious, you can always normally get the ball with a standing tackle instead of a slide on FIFA 21. Be patient, wait for the auto blocks, because they're very OP this FIFA. If an attacker shoots your defender, if you're positioned anywhere in the same county, you're probably going to get a block on it, so just be patient and then rely on that. And yeah, try and copy these traits. Of course, some very obvious traits here like power header, all of the pace, so you can keep up with the 5'4" abusers like myself and Billy up front. And yeah, give this a go in centre back. Crudo streams the highest level of Pro Clubs 11 vs 11 on Twitch. His link is in the description. Drop him a follow, and if you've got any questions for him, hit him up in his Twitch chat when he's live. So let's start with the big one, striker. What does everybody want to see? This, probably. Everybody plays striker. So 5'4", £99. You can go all the way up to £119. It really doesn't matter. The stats don't change, it works in brackets. Now when we get into this build, in the past I've used second wind on previous FIFAs, you really don't need it, so these first two tabs become a little bit redundant. Now you could maybe sacrifice one of these and put this, it's kind of preference at this point. This is what I use and it works for us. Passing wise, nothing in there, so you can see where this build is going. Everything's really in shooting and pace and dribbling. So we've got the 5-star weak foot, it's absolutely essential you get that, because if you get in on goal and you shoot on the wrong foot and you miss, at least you know, okay, well, I've got 5-star weak foot, so there's nothing I could have improved about my chances of scoring. In this build, you're going to have 100 finishing, 99 finishing, with a way of working it up to 100, I guess. So yeah, again, that's why I have this advanced finishing trait focus, because you could take that off, but arguably, obviously, you want the best chance of scoring, when you're going to get that if your stats are the highest. The way the skill tree works, you have to obviously put long shots in. Even though you see us on stream, you see us in videos, we don't really take long shots unless we're messing around. You have to get that to get the 5-star weak foot. That's pretty essential. And then max out the pace. Again, I've basically got 100 of both. And yep, it's sweaty, but it's the way the game works, and it works for us. That's why we're going for 100 0. That's why we're going for 200 0. It's just the easiest way to set up. You can actually become a higher rating and potentially touch on 91 if you play like 700-800 games. If you know, remove some things like maybe that don't give you actual attributes. So if you're not a skilled player, taking off the flair trait, taking off the skill trait, I mean, look, you've now got 9 skill points to play with, and if I really wanted to, I could put that into like shot power extra, long shots extra, and my rating would probably go up a little bit. But I think that having skill moves is fun and pretty useful if you know when to do them and how to do them, so I keep those traits on. If you've set yourself up in that build and you're not seeing a 90 rated, you're 87, 88, 89, you just got to play more games. I played 500, so eventually you do level up and you will, you know, eventually hit the heights of 90. You're probably wondering, cam-wise as well, same build. Controversially, I know a lot of you guys want to play like Prime Ozil, but on clubs, the most effective way that we found to play is just to have the cam in a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 5-2-1-2, play basically like a third striker, and we just interchange as a 3 at the front, me, Billy and Rodinho, me, Billy and Crudo, me, Billy and Johnny, me, Billy and Hob, the same thing every single time, just attack. So the cam build is really, really bad this FIFA, so we just play in the centre forward setup. and all of us sort of rotate off each other. We're just playing the striker or centre forward. It really doesn't matter. You can be right forward, left forward. At the start of the game, you got a higher boost in rating if you selected centre forward, but now it's the same. So centre forward or striker. If you're playing in any of the front three positions, I can see a lot of you guys might be like, oh, I want to play as a cam and pass the ball. Well, you do you. I mean, whatever works for you. That's what we use. So that's striker and cam done. If you want to see us go for the 100 and 0, my Twitch is linked in the description, or it's World of JCC, the same as the YouTube channel. We're live most nights at the moment, grinding, and I fully can't believe the support you guys have been giving us on Twitch. So thank you.